Welcome to Culinary Undertaking. I'm TJ, thanks for watching. Now today I'm going to be making some chili, but instead of last time where I used ground beef, this time I'm going to use some beef shank. I was at the store the other day, these looked really good, they were sitting on the shelf calling to me. Oh, so we're going to put them in some chili. And to make it is real simple. I've got just a handful of ingredients here. I've got some kidney beans, some black beans, and some chili beans. You can use the beans that you like in your chili. I've got one ancho chili and some adobo sauce here. I've got one jalapeno that I've already diced up. I've got a half of a yellow onion diced up. I've got some beef stock. Obviously I've got my shanks, and these are not quite 2 pounds, but pretty close. I've got a couple cans of some San Marzano tomatoes. I've got some cumin, I've got some chili powder, and some paprika. So it's going to be pretty simple. Now to do this, I'm going to use my cast iron Dutch oven, and it's only 6 quart, where last time I made chili I had an 8 quart crock pot, and so I used 2 cans of each of these beans, or today I'm just going to use 1 because I don't have quite the room to work with. But the advantage of using the cast iron stock pot over here is we're just going to let this simmer all day, but I can also brown up my beef shanks right in the same pot that we're going to make the chili. That way we're not losing any of the flavor. So once we brown these up, we'll do a little deglaze in there. Then we'll just add our ingredients in there, so all that good stuff's going to stay in there with us. And then just let it simmer all day, keep an eye on it. So it's pretty easy. Let me show you how we're going to do it. Alright, so we've got over some medium-high heat. Our oil's nice and hot in our skillet here, or our pot. So now we're going to put our little shanks in there. And we'll just let those go till they get nice and brown, and then we'll flip them over. Alright, so at this point these are brown on both sides. You can see they're nice and brown right through there. They're getting a nice little fond on the bottom of the pan. Now, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off the heat while we prep the rest of our stuff real fast. Alright, so while those shanks are finishing up over there, and I pulled them off the heat because once we put our tomatoes in there to deglaze, that thing was getting a little too hot and I didn't want to start shooting tomato juice and stuff all over the place. Now, since we're using whole tomatoes, we're going to have to break them up. And with this first batch, I'm going to add my little ancho chili in there and blend it up with the tomato so I don't have a whole chili in there. Now, last time I did chili, you saw me pretty much puree these with my stick blender, and I blended these all smooth. For this chili, I think it'd be better to have a little bit of chunk in there. So I'm just going to kind of blend them up, but I don't want to puree these things. So to me, about like that, so it's still kind of chunky. Alright, now I still have the heat off, and I'm going to pour our tomatoes in there. Give that a little mix, and now that that's in there, now I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat back on. Alright, there's can number 2 of our tomatoes. Then I'm going to, now I'm going to hit it with off the 3 can of beans. And our onion, and our jalapeno. Alright, then we're going to hit it with some cumin, and I'm putting probably, I'm going to guess that's about a good tablespoon or so in there. You can adjust that to your taste, however much you like that. Now the chili powder, I'm going to go obviously a lot more with that. I'll probably hit that with 1, 2, 3, that's about 4 tablespoons. 5. And then probably 1 tablespoon of paprika, about like that. And to this point we haven't hit any salt, so I've got some pink Himalayan salt. We'll just give it a couple pinches of that. We can adjust that later. And now just kind of mix that all up. And hopefully you've noticed the bones are still in there. So we're going to let this cook all day with the bone in there. So later, once this meat becomes fall apart tender, the bones will just pull right out of there. In fact, if you let it go long enough, you won't even have to do anything. Just reach in there and grab the bone and pull it out. There won't be anything touched to it or attached to it. So that's kind of our goal. And at this point, I'm going to turn this up to high heat. And it should only take a minute or so. Once it starts to boil, I'm going to turn it down to low. We're just going to simmer it, keep an eye on it all day. And right now it seems to have plenty of liquid in there. But as the day goes on, as it cooks down, I'll end up topping it off with some of our beef stock. So I'm just going to keep that handy right next to the pot here. So that's it. We'll just let this go. It's going to simmer all day long. And basically our goal is to let this go until that meat just falls apart. I mean, it'll be fork tender, fall apart, and it'll be really good. Alright, so here we are. We're just over 5 hours in. And you can tell it's gotten nice and thick. The meat, you can't even find it in there anymore, let alone have to worry about breaking it up. And the bones are still in here. Alright, so after 5 hours of smelling this cook all day and watching it, oh man, that is some thick chili. It almost holds a spoon. If I had the bowl filled up, it would. But it's hot as a match, so I'm trying to get it to cool down a little bit so I can try it for you. And that meat is just like as tender as anything you'll ever have. Ooh, all those flavors came together well. That meat is tender and good. A little bit of heat in there from the jalapeno and the ancho chili that we put in there. But it's not overwhelming. All in all, I'd say this is maybe a 1.5 alarm chili. It's not too hot. But give this a try. I purposely didn't make this on the smoker so that anyone could give this a shot. But if you do have a smoker or you want to cook it that way, I could easily have done the same thing out there today. But you can do this on the stovetop just as easy. So you saw it wasn't that many ingredients. The beef shanks that we had, they're inexpensive. They didn't cost that much. They're full of flavor and it was easy to do. So for a nice hearty chili with plenty of meat flavor, if you've never tried this, give it a try. If you do try it, let me know what you think. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.